choo. Right, peculiar looking thing that. I think 98.7% sure that that's an elevator, and that's the basis I'm proceeding on. They don't actually give them titles in this manual, so we're guessing a little bit, but that's what it looks like to me. From the 9550 Motion System Best of 50 model set, which is one of my favourite sets. I think they look good when they're made up. And what we're going to do, make it up, try and get it to work, and then we're going to attach it to this table here and try and get it to go up and down, and we'll see if we can get the professor here to come up and down in it without coming to too much harm. Good luck, Professor. So we start off, as a lot of these models do, with cubes to make the framework. See where we go. This set's different from some of the others in that it uses a lot of these black nuts rather than the standard Meccano shiny zinc plated ones. I think they look alright in the kit itself, but it is just a little bit different to go that route. I think I'm going to make this video slightly longer form than I normally do, and just see how that works out. You might have seen, or maybe not, depending on your thing, I've got a long running series where I build a Coles mobile crane, and the long videos for those are about an hour long. They're just me chuntering along in the background telling you it. Well, I'm not aiming for that. This one will be edited somewhat to bring it down to a more watchable time and cut out a lot of the stuff where I'm just staring into nothingness. But even so, we'll go for a slightly longer build and just see how popular or otherwise that is with the viewing public, i.e. you guys. But if you do like this way of doing it, as I say, go and check out the Coles mobile crane builds, because that's a lot more of this sort of thing. Anyway, start with this one by getting all the parts together that we need for each stage. That's what I like to do with this sort of thing, is get them together and then you know you've finished when you get there. The main elevator thing that comes to mind is Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator, which I believe was the sequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. I think that's still something that's in the public consciousness nowadays. I mean, it's 40 years since I was 40 plus years since I was reading that kind of thing, but I think it's still reasonably popular. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and all that's just been recent movies, so yeah, people must be aware of that. Now, does the Professor look like Willy Wonka, or does he look like Frank Hornby? That's a question to be thinking on. If you're still watching this at this point, then clearly there's something here that's appealing to you, so do us a favour and hit the thumbs up button, give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That'd make me very happy. Right, 50mm ones, triaxles. I know some people are over keen on triaxles and the plastic gears. I understand why, but they do have a place. It does make some things quite a bit easier and simplifies. If you've done any time at all trying to do the vintage manuals where all you get is one, maybe two exploded pictures of the model, and you've got to figure a lot of it out yourself, well, these instructions then seem, well, a different class, where you've got it step by step. Oh, look at that. Right. 1.5 meters. Don't use original Meccano cord anymore. I tend to use this stuff on a reel, just because it's easier. I'm always astounded at the inventiveness and creativity of the people who've originally designed these models. I mean, it takes a bit of following and doing it. Anybody who makes these up I'm impressed by. But the guys who actually designed them in the first place, well, round of applause. Even the ones where they don't always work entirely right, which some of them do, but yeah. I do think the colour scheme here is attractive with the gold and the black and the orange and so forth. I think somebody's had a a good eye for a colour palette there, and it comes well together. Professor's keeping a beady eye on things. I'm not sure he's fancying his riding this. The motors aren't always up to much, but I think these are a real good piece of design with the captive nuts that you've got in the battery packs. It allows them to be attached well and make part of the model, and yeah, somebody thought that through. Let's give the Professor a test fit, see how he looks. That's not terrible, is it? Might need to strap him in with something to keep him there when it starts going up and down, but if it fits the chair reasonably well and he looks reasonably happy about it, good job. See how this is looking. The Professor actually comes from a set called the Crazy Inventor set. There were a few of them. There's a time machine and an airship and a couple of other things that I'm sure many of you out there know, but yeah, there we go. Nice little character to put in the models. Meccano actually brought in quite a lot of new shapes with these motion system sets. This, for example, and this are shapes that they've never really done before along with these, and well, useful. Gives you options that weren't really there before. Strange the way the world works. 5 years ago, picked up my first Meccano kit. I'd never really done it as a kid, and sort of got some practice in with that, and then 9 months ago decided I was going to start making YouTube videos, and here we are 60 odd videos later. I never ever saw this coming along that we'd be doing it to this extent, but I'm enjoying myself, and some of you I think enjoy watching them as well, so all good. And it's been great. Learned a lot of new skills, hopefully starting to learn how to put a video together, although they reckon you need to do at least 100 crap videos before you do one decent one, so this is my 65th crap one I guess on that basis. But learning how to do videos, learning how to edit videos, you might be seeing a lot of editing coming into this one, far more than I've done before. Trying my skills on that. Maybe you can tell me what you feel of how I'm doing in the comments. But yeah, it's all good fun and I'm enjoying myself. I hope you lot are too. Should just acknowledge that using the Professor as a character, not my idea originally. He's been a starring figure in a lot of Robin Kirk's videos. I would heartily recommend that you go and take a look at some of Robin's animations with the Professor in them. They're a good use of your time if you haven't already seen them. I'll put a link up on the screen to where you can go and see some of those. Good job, Robin. Alright, so here we are, all made up. We've got to find somewhere to mount this, which is the mechanism that it attaches to pull itself up from, and then we can go and see how it works for the Professor. I've every faith. Are you feeling happy, Professor? He don't look very happy. I don't suppose I blame him. Anyway, let's see how it works out. Well, we're here with the Professor, just about to take the first trial of the new great Meccano Elevator. Now, we were initially going to go up and down this desk height, which, you know, would have been a fair accomplishment in itself, but we feel we can do better than that. We feel that the elevator's up to a greater height, so you will see here my 100 subscriber certificate is acting as the mounting point for the elevator, which gives us a greater distance to try and traverse. There we are. What do you feel about that, Professor? Are you happy that we'll be having such an exciting adventure to begin with? Professor, that's not language you should be using in front of a family audience. Right, here we are then. First of all, let's call the elevator down. Which we do by pressing this switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you've enjoyed this video and you like elevators, well, here's a link to one that I made a while back for the lift to the Batcave. So just go take a look at that one, you might enjoy that one as well. Thanks very much for watching, we'll see you next time round.